you know, a bunch of fans out front waiting for the gates to be open.
Second straight full count for Garcia. After she struck out Williams, she walked Barbara, first base runner of the game for either team. Morgan Zirkle, who has started every game this year, head coach at Marshall University, which is her alma mater in West Virginia.
I can't imagine her day-to-day, that, you know, what's on her plate, being a longtime pro, and her team is in the hunt to be in that top 3 and be back in a potential championship series, and she's having to stay on the phone, watch some film, do some recruiting, check in with her current team. I've seen her make a couple of Sports Center top 10 highlight type catches in this series this week.
Covers a lot of ground out there in center field very fast. She's down 0-2 though. And Zirkle gives a lot of credit to her staff at Marshall for keeping things under wraps for her, but here's her defense.
Yeah, it's just so much fun to see her use her speed in 2 different type of top 10 catches, right? You see her running in and then the drop step. She was mic'd up for that one. So if there's anyone that can make that kind of play while being mic'd up and doing all of the multitasking, it's a head coach that is also continuing to play professional softball. Like, she can handle it. She can do anything that we throw at her.
Yeah, just one more thing. Laid off of that one, so now 3 straight full counts for Garcia. Struck out Williams, walked Barbara, and now we'll see how she does against Zirkle. Back-to-back walks.
It's tough for Rachel that at bat. She was ahead 0-2. And credit the veteran Morgan Zirkle, seeing a lot of pitches, being tough with 2 strikes, drawing a walk. But man, that just is frustrating as a pitcher, right? 2 outs. You're trying to match what Chicago did on the other side, a quick 3-up, 3-down inning.
Catcher Mary Jacopo pops it up on the first pitch, and it's handled by Stuart Hunter, so the walks do no damage. We are scoreless after 1.
Pitchers have been efficient so far this game, but I want to take you back to the last time that they were able to match up. Look back to June 13th. That was whenever the Bandits started to have their breakthrough. Shonda Stanton took them into the hotel room, had them write down on sticky notes, and put it on the wall and say, write down what is holding you back. A lot of times she joked with me and she said, the funny thing is, it wasn't anything physical. It all had to do with mental. And for them to be able to make that adjustment, they decided to have in-game adjustments. You'll see 3-up, 3-down, and also tees pounding against their chest. That stands for toughness. They wanted to be tough in 3 categories with 2 strikes, 2 outs, and runners in scoring position. All 3 which they have done very well so far this series.
Absolutely, they have turned things around, Nicole, since that. They have an hours-long meeting, and that galvanized the team. 3 games all year, 2 of them came at the tail end of that losing streak for the Bandits when they took 2 from Chicago in Round Rock.
And that was right when all of those players were returning to the Bandits. Emily Kennedy in the circle, one of those players.
Jennings puts a charge into it. A gapper cut off right before it got to the wall by Dayton. And Jennings was just able to get into second and beat the throw. So a leadoff double for Tiare.
It's a good sign for Texas. This is one of their best bats that needs to get going a little bit offensively. And goes down to get a curveball, lefty on righty matchup, tight on the hands, but clears her barrel. And even with Bella Dayton cutting that ball off with her speed, able to get into second base.
And a cacophony flying to left field, and Dayton showing her range, going over towards the foul line to collect that for the first out. Yeah, Dayton doing a good job to quickly get to the ball hit by Jennings, and then retired Coffey quickly. Jaden Goodwin, whose nickname is Shorty, also sends it into the gap. Dayton has been busy. Jennings will score easily, and Goodwin's into third with an RBI triple. A long run for Shorty.
And how about the rookie showing off the pop and then showing us the speed? And Bella Dayton, she's having to work in that left center gap. Tiari Jennings with that leadoff double in this inning, scoring easily. And then I love the fact that Jaden Goodwin, she saw that ball coming in behind her, no hesitation, easy swipe of 3.
Her first career triple for the rookie, brings in the first run. Now Jackie Liss batting in the number 7 slot after hitting third the first couple of games. Looking for her first hit of the weekend. Into the Volts bullpen. Down the right field line. As we hear another jet take off from O'Hare Airport, which is really close to this ballpark. Full count. Chasing Clements. Unable to catch it, which might be just as well.
Yeah, I think that was strategic.
Yep.
I think she kind of let up, knowing that Goodwin would have scored. It would have been an automatic run for Texas.
Fighting the sun in right field. That's a walk. So after a 1-2-3 10-pitch first inning, Kennedy slogging a little bit, giving up a couple of hits and now a walk in the second.
And Chicago missing a couple of pitchers. You saw behind their pitching coach, Taryn Mowat-McKinney, Taylor McQuillan, and Odyssey Alexander Bennett, both not dressed out, and 2 of their reliable arms in the bullpen. But I love the fact that both of them are right in Coach Mowat-McKinney's ear and a part of the pitch calling, a part of the plan.
Deja Mulipola fouls one back. Odyssey Alexander Bennett rejoining the team today, but has not been activated yet. Had to go home to Virginia with the passing away of her grandfather, and has come back. We expect her to be activated fairly soon, but not today. Mulipola gets under it, and another souvenir. One-two with Goodwin at third. Into center field, Zirkle camps under it. Goodwin tags, here comes the throw. The second run for Texas crosses the plate.
This has got to feel really good for the Volts. Just some insurance, making sure that they see all those base runners, finding ways to get them in. The RBI triple from the rookie, Jaden Goodwin, then the sac fly from the vet, Deja Mulipola.
Leanne Good, the 6th Volt to bat here in the top of the second. Also looking for her first hit of this series, the rookie from Texas, fresh off back-to-back national championship wins, and gets to play her pro ball just north of Austin. Good into right field, hit well and gone. Leanne Good with her first professional home run, and it's a 3-run shot. She barely missed one the other day, and this time she cleared the bleachers.
Well, there are 4 rookies in this lineup offensively for Texas, but they're in this lineup for a reason. Leanne Good, she's a national champ. She's been waiting for this big swing. She has had great at-bats this season. And I just love the little shrug, like, finally. There it is. Someone go get that ball.
In her first 14 games, Leanne, no home runs and 1 RBI. She just quadrupled her RBI output with that one swing. And Texas is up 4-0.
Pretty cute with it. Maybe we'll let those two have it. Look how excited.
Hey, Nicole's with Leanne.
Well, you almost had a home run yesterday. Being able to get that home run today, what did that feel like?
Yeah, it felt awesome. I mean, I just missed the other one yesterday, so to be able to get that one and square it up, it felt good.
Yeah, your rookie ball, you better keep that home run. That's pretty nice. But also, not just you, but your whole team. A lot of explosion from your offense today.
Yeah, I think just attacking early and not letting the umpire or the pitcher decide what they're going to do, and we're going to decide with our bats.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lassiter grounds out to end the inning, but the big home run from Good.
So Chicago is my last ballpark that I had to visit.
Nice.
Managed to get it done mostly in the first half, so this has been great. All of them have done really well, so we're really, really excited about that. In particular, we saw 3 sellouts in Portland, 3 out of 3, yeah. So that was awesome. And then Chicago fans have really come out in force this year and last year as well. So it's really exciting to see that.
Erickson with the single to start things off in the second.
There's just so much momentum, whether it's the fan support or the TV ratings that just came in this week, I believe. So much exposure over this last month. How has it felt for you to see all those numbers come in?
Amazing, really amazing. And, you know, you're always looking for building blocks, you know, to set the foundation. You're not sure exactly which ones they're going to be. But for us this year in particular is the TV viewership, and the numbers have just really been off the charts. You know, ESPN, great partner. We also have CBS and MLB, but really great numbers in terms of you know, just these fans coming and supporting these players.
Yeah, the exposure's been great. Here's Bella Dayton, and we saw some of the merchandise numbers too. Those the shirts and the jerseys and everything also flying off the shelves. And you have a nice relationship with Major League Baseball All-Star Week in Philadelphia. Can you talk about the AUSL's involvement in that, please?
We do. So MLB is holding a competition called MLBX, in which they have co-ed teams that participate in a home run derby. And so we'll have 4 AUSL athletes participating on each of the 4 teams. We have T.R.A. Jennings, amongst others, Rachel Garcia.
Yeah, Nyjah.
Nyjah.
And I think
Atwood is going to be a reserve, so it's
Alyssa Brito.
Absolutely, yeah. Alyssa Brito from the Blaze. So nice selection of athletes, and it's going to be a great time for them.
Kim, what have you seen from our rookie class? It's been so much fun to watch them. We just saw Leanne Good, a national champ, hit her first professional home run. But what have you seen from our rookies?
You know, that's the one story that I love about this year and last year, quite frankly. You know, watching these rookies come here to the pro level and thriving. You know, we've seen Reese Atwood be absolutely stellar, Carlin Pickens absolutely stellar, and really just incredible fan favorites. So it's been great as a group. They've performed off the charts. And you know, I think it's a true testament to who they are and the programs that they're coming from, and the hard work that they've put in throughout their lives, their short lives.
Well, I think it's so interesting. Pam was just talking about the merchandise sales, and you know, the top 10 top-selling player merchandise numbers came out today, and half of them are rookies. So what does that say about our rookies and the fan relationship?
Yeah, no, I think it really is, again, a testament to, you know, what the college softball fandom, and that it really just transfers over to the pro league.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's what we're hoping to do in terms of viewership and attendance, is really make that connection to the incredible college fan base. And I think that's where you really see it in terms of the merchandise.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about how good Chicago has been playing as of late. They're on this win streak. They're looking to get back into the championship series where they were a season ago, and a new location this year. It'll be in College Station, and I'm sure that there was a lot of interest. So I'm curious, just the decision to have it at Davis Diamond, how did that go about?
Sure, we had a number of college venues that we were looking at. College Station really just stood out to us in terms of the facility, being one of the more recently built, renovated. And so, you know, talking to Coach Ford, she was all in on AUSL and really trying to help us out. So it was really an easy decision. The facility is beautiful. Obviously the fandom in Texas, one of our strongholds in terms of this game.
Sure.
And you know, seeing what we saw in the fan base last year, this year, so it was an easy selection for us.
Yeah, it really is a beautiful building. It should be a great series. The bases are loaded here while we're talking to you, so we have a lot of action. A lot of action going on. Year 2 of this league, and the fact that there are teams now with true homes, I think has made all the difference in the world. How do you see that as being an important factor in the explosion?
You know, I think anytime you can make a connection with fans, and us being in home markets has really helped and expedited that. And we see, you know, we see the fans really connecting to these athletes. I mean, the athletes themselves, their personalities, you know, who they represent as people, and again, their athleticism. I think the fans really recognize that, and they want to cheer for their own. So once we, you know, as we've gone through, we're about, I guess, over halfway now, but we have seen that fandom really show through.
Kim, last one for me, because we do have the bases loaded. This could be a big moment here with the top of the lineup, the way these two have been swinging, Skylar Wallace and Sammy Williams. But just want to take a little peek into your world. Of course, all the momentum that we've seen. What is something that's next for you or for this league?
Well, we have our All-Star Cup competition. We will be announcing those names over the next couple of weeks.
Ooh, okay.
All-Star Cup competition takes place in August, right here at Rosemont. So really excited about that. And we'll have 45 players that'll be named. Our general managers will do that selection process. In addition, we had 10 athletes voted in by the fans, which was exciting.
Yeah.
So we're just going to round that out and continue on in August. So that's what's on our plate.
Yeah, a lot more to come, and a great season so far. Commissioner Ring, thank you so much for everything and for joining us in the chair chat.
All right, thank you both.
All right, let's see what Skylar Wallace can do with the bases loaded in front of the commish. And it's a 3-0 count with Williams on deck. This is a crucial moment,
Yes.
Kenzie Fowler.
I was like, I don't know if I can split my focus here, trying to be so locked in with Kim. I'm like, bases are loaded. This could be a big swing here. These are the hitters. Skylar Wallace, Sammy Williams is on deck.
3-1. Walks in the first run of the game. Third walk already surrendered by Garcia. And oh my, the bases are loaded now for slugging Sammy Williams. Tied for the most home runs in the league. It does have the most RBI. Williams had a walk-off home run in the 8th inning to win on Saturday night. Did not get a hit yesterday or in her first at bat tonight.
Ooh, that was a hack. 72 miles an hour from Rachel Garcia. Rise ball in on the hands. When I see a rise ball that's over 70 miles an hour, to me, I'm like, she's bringing it. It's one thing to see a drop ball maybe register at 72 or 73, but a rise, whew.
Garcia ahead 0-2. Got her! Second time tonight that Garcia has struck out Williams, and this time she does it with the bases loaded.
So both strikeouts to the hottest hitter in the league on the outside part of the plate, but this time it's the off speed. Look at how far out in front Sammy Williams is on that pitch. Just taking something off of it.
Up to Barbara now with 2 outs. Gets ahead of her 0-2.
Quick break from the action, guys. And to those of you who've already subscribed or clicked to like and follow us, we certainly thank you. And you probably already received your free gift, and you can skip ahead. But for those of you who have not yet clicked that subscribe or follow button, we would like to ask you to do that for us because it really helps the channel. And we really appreciate those who support us so that we can keep making great content and growing this channel. So stay until the end of this video where we'll say thank you for watching and supporting us, but we'll do it in a tangible way you can personally enjoy and one that really brings actual value to you by giving you your choice of one of these 21 great digital guides or manuals you see on the screen right now covering a wide array of useful subjects, and you'll even be able to read their table of contents before you decide. And that's how we know that each one of you will find something helpful and beneficial to your life's current journey or your future goals. They're valued between $19 and $27, but completely free. We'll see you at the end of the video and then provide you the simple steps to go get it and select yours. Now back to the action, folks.
An Erickson single, an error put Dayton on. Clement struck out. The infield bunt single by Agbayani loaded it up. We had a walk, a strikeout. And Barbara just stays alive.
It was fun getting to talk to Mac earlier in this series, a little chair chat, and talking about how much it means for her to be a part of this league for the first time. She's been used a lot since she has joined the Bandits.
Oh, laid off of a pitch that both Garcia and Mulipola wanted.
I love it. And you could see right away, Mac's like, nope, that was low and away, not chasing.
Time called. Mike Bartling, our home plate umpire this evening. Barbara goes up and can't get it. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the miss.
He saw some images there of Sam Landry and Carlin Pickens. Those two teams will be going at it, and that's the #1 and #2 top-selling player jerseys so far from the AU Pro Shop. Carlin Pickens, the #1 overall pick, and Sam Landry's last year #1 overall pick. Fans know how to pick them. Running with some winners.
Big time. Here's Emily Kennedy after a tough second inning, starting things off with Riley Boone, Pam Ward, Kenzie Fowler, and Nicole Mendez joining you. A perfect night for softball in Chicago. Boone struck out looking the first time up, lays off that one.
With weather like this and just the lighting, like I was walking around on the field during BP, I was like, man, it'd be nice to put on a uniform right now.
You really? You get that urge again?
You get the itch. And you just look around and there's so many youngsters that are wearing their own team uniforms that are, you know, big-eyed and bringing their gloves to the field. So like you have that motivation right in front of you as a player. Like, there would not be much for me to get motivated just walking out, the weather, the venue, the fans, the young players, all of the inspiration. Like I'm looking over to my right and this group is trying to get the wave started. They're having so much fun.
Boom, collected nicely by Kennedy. Neutralize that speed. Emily with a big smile. Emily among those. There were 3 pitchers for Chicago, Kilfoyle, Kennedy, and Sandercock, who came over from Japan. There's the little wave getting going.
The clash, they're happy about it. They're trying to get it going. They've been working for the last about full inning.
They're not going to give up. Kelsey Stewart-Hunter struck out swinging her first time against Kennedy in Emily's 1-2-3 first inning. Don't see a lot of waves anymore in ballparks.
Are you a wave fan or are you an anti-wave?
I would be an anti-wave.
Okay.
You? You probably like it.
I'm for it. How did you know? I'm for it.
Because you're so
predictable.
positive.
I'm predictable.
Cut off by Williams, who is a terrific third baseman. A couple of ground ball outs to start the third. Let's look at the standings. The Bandits have leapfrogged over 3 teams, Oklahoma City, Carolina, and Portland, going from 5th to 2nd during their 6-game winning streak. And there were the Volts. 2 of those 3 wins coming against Chicago. Top 3 finishers go to the postseason this year, with expanding from 4 to 6 teams. There will be one play-in game between the 2nd and 3rd place finisher, and the winner of that game will play the regular season champion in the championship series. Tiare Jennings is starting to look like herself again. How about back-to-back doubles? She was in a slump, but that is being broken as we speak.
Well, look, in both doubles on opposite sides of the field, right? Her first double left center, this double right center. So what else are you going to ask for? That is a hitter that is locked in.
The Volts tonight have 4 hits, all of them for extra bases. They have 2 doubles courtesy of Tiare, a triple from Goodwin, and the home run by Good. And that home run by Leanne Good was the first for Texas in 6 games. They had not hit a home run in 5 straight games after hitting 16 in their first 12 games, including 5 in one win against Chicago, which set a record. But since then, it has been a power outage, but we are seeing them come alive tonight.
I think Danica Coffey just needed a moment. See, she was a little bit frustrated. Kind of read her body language. Walking over, just needed a quick timeout.
She was reinstated from the 7-day injured list just yesterday. Second year in this league out of LSU. Trying to get Jennings in, and she'll do that. Clements with the throw to the plate, and she's safe. The ball looked like it got there in time, but Jacopo's tag didn't get her initially. Let's see if Chicago wants to challenge it.
Well, this ball was smoked from Danica Coffey. She got herself into a hitter's count, 3-1. It gets to Jessica Clements very quickly because of how hard it was hit, and it was a little bit of an awkward slide from Tiare Jennings. Her foot goes out, and then she kind of pulls it back a little bit, almost to avoid the tag, and I feel like it was almost like a changeup, and Mary Jacopo didn't really know where her foot was, and then Tiare just slides her foot right back in.
And you saw in that replay that she was clearly safe, and you're right, had that been a conventional slide, had her leg just come in, there's a very good chance the tag would have gotten her. So Coffey with the RBI single, and that chases Kennedy. We'll get a look at Lexi Kilfoyle when we come back. And she had the complete game 8-inning win in game 1 of this series. Jaden Goodwin, the first batter she faces, with Coffey at first, her RBI single, the 5th hit of the game for Texas, and the first hit that was not for extra bases. So they were all over Kennedy. Coffey takes off, the throw down, and she is safe after the ball got away from Nicopo for an instant. Wallace looked the runner over, and Erickson was pulled off the bag. Goodwin has been called safe at first, and Erickson immediately wanted that to be reviewed.
Well, the throw is definitely offline, but to me, that's an out. Yes, the foot does come up, but there was a moment there where it was clear.
She was coming
catch
forward me.
So you and can't foot tell. on the base. And
so
no help.
No help
at the plate. So if she wants to challenge,
she wants to challenge. Safe call at first base. Yeah.
Chicago is challenging the call of safe at first base. That play is under further review.
Hey, Joe, it's Mike.
Goodwin over there at first, and if this holds, Coffey will be at third. Now let's take a look. Does her foot come off?
That's an out. Right there, that's an out.
Yep, that is the definitive angle, and as our crew freezes it for us, her foot's still on the base. Very good. And you saw that right away.
It was a little tricky because her foot did come off, but it was after you had that moment of the out.
After the fact.
Yep. But I love the fact that the umpires came together real quick. They were all over it.
So we anticipate that this will be overturned, but we'll wait for the answer.
After review, the call in the field has changed. The first baseman maintained contact with the base for an out. That is Chicago's first challenge with 1 remaining.
So great job by Erickson to keep her bio blast there. You want to become an ESPN broadcaster, Jayla?
Yes, I did. I did want to become an ESPN broadcaster, but I don't know if I want to anymore.
Pro softball player is a little bit cooler, I think, speaking as, one of 2 up here.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Jayla, how's it going out there? How's center field? How's the weather? How are the fans? What are the vibes like out there?
The weather is definitely better today. The last 2 days have been a little rough, but today it's been beautiful, and it's a packed house, so can't complain.
Can't complain about it. We were watching some highlights, bringing you in, introducing you, your rookie season, and one of them was your first professional home run, and the other was my favorite, which was a home run robbery. So I'm just going to ask you, which one did you like better, your first pro home run or the home run robbery?
Definitely home run robbery, because a lot of people don't know that's only my second time robbing a home run.
Oh.
Yes.
You made it look so easy, though.
Thank you.
We've seen you out there in center field. We've also seen you in left field a little bit, but it's been fun to watch you and Riley Boone. Of course, everyone knows Riley and her personality, but as a rookie, what has it been like out there to be with Riley in the outfield?
It's definitely been awesome. Riley is a great person. She definitely teaches me a lot, just the game and the mentality, and I kind of see myself in her a little bit, just kind of like how we're the same person, and she just brings the passion, and that's what I love about her the most, because I'm definitely passionate as well, so having somebody like that by my side just makes the game so much easier.
I'm looking down at my lineup, and I'm looking out at the field, and you're surrounded by a lot of rookies, right? We just saw Leanne have her first pro home run, and to your right is Goodwin. You guys were, SEC rivals. Of course, you're playing Leanne at Texas versus LSU. What is it like to be on the same team finally as all these rookies?
It's awesome. They're great people, and a lot of people don't kind of get to see them, outside of the college and the sport, and I think just getting to play with them, be on this side has been amazing. They're just great people all around, and I'm glad to be able to play with them, especially Leanne, coming off 2 championships. Just a lot of knowledge. Yeah, right! Just a lot of knowledge that she has with the game, and just the scenario, she's been in. It's been awesome to watch her play.
Hey, Jayla, that was the 3rd straight strikeout for Garcia. That's got to get you pumped up there.
She looks really good up there. She's definitely working her stuff, so.
Okay, Jacopo now coming up. And Jayla, you had one of the more interesting graduations in the history of graduations. You were in full uniform, and we're showing that now on TV. And then after that, you get your diploma. And how soon after did you have to head to the ballpark?
So it was a very quick turnaround. That night, I think we got done pretty late playing. Good pitch! And I was kind of nervous. I wasn't going to make it to film and stuff. So I was just like, what uniform are we wearing? And I just kind of wore it. And fun fact, I actually graduated with Shaq. Wasn't expecting that at all, but Shaq was also there graduating.
No way. Yes. You're going to have the best fun fact for the rest of your life. Like, who else can say that?
I know. I was just sitting there, and I was like, who is this? And I turned around, and it was Shaq. And, everybody's just going crazy. You wouldn't expect that at graduation.
Class of 2026, baby. I think it's fun because you are an LSU alum and you are the expert on purple, but I'm being told that this is a new uniform combo for Texas this week. Tell us about the uniform combo.
Yes, Rachel actually picked this combo. We have some beautiful colors, so we've been trying to mix and match and trying to see which combo the lavender pants really works. And I actually like this combo a lot, and Rachel picked it, so she did a great job picking this. We have not worn it, so hopefully we'll get a win in it.
I was going to say, it's looking good so far. The offense is on a roll.
See you. I see you, Rach.
I'm always so jealous of center fielders. I think you guys have the best view, obviously, maybe a catcher, but you're just staring down the strike zone. You see everyone in front of you. Like, have you always been a center fielder, or is this, something that maybe you've worked towards in the later half of your career? I know you were a player that played a lot of different positions.
Yeah, so I'm naturally a utility. Good pitch! I didn't really play my first time, like just straight outfield, till my first year of college. So I've really played every position. I pitched in high school. The only thing I did not do is catch, which I don't want to do that. I'll give it to Deja and Michaela all day. They can have that.
I'm with you. What was your second favorite position, if not outfield?
Good job, Dej. I would say third base. I really enjoyed the infield. A lot of people don't know that, but my heart's still kind of in infield. And third base is just reaction time, just playing the game over there. And I've always loved third.
You need to make sure that your GM knows how versatile you are. I'm sure she does.
Run! Good job, Shorty. Good catch. That a girl. Good job.
And we're looking at your general manager, Kat Osterman, talking to Jenny Dalton-Hill, the general manager for the Bandits right now, probably talking about you. A long run there for Jaden Goodwin. Did she come with the nickname Shorty, or did you guys give that to her?
She actually came with that nickname. I kind of asked her about it, and she said growing up she was the shortest, I want to say, and they just nicknamed her Shorty. But I think it's a cute nickname. I love it so much.
Do you have a nickname?
Not really. LSU, they kind of named me Jay Elsky. They kind of came up with that, but normally just kind of Jay, which is so simple, but that's what a lot of people just kind of call me.
And here's Jocelyn Erickson.
See you, yeah, Rach!
Jayla, there's so many rookies in this league, but there's also so many veterans, like longtime pros that I'm sure you grew up watching. Is there someone in particular that you were just excited to either suit up with or be on the same field as? Someone that you were like, oh, man, I watched her growing up. Crazy that I'm on the same field as them.
Good pitch! truthfully, all our veterans. I remember watching Kelsey, you know, when I was really young, and, you know, her just coming back now. She just brings a spark to this team and just her knowledge of the game. And it's just been awesome to have her, you know, with us now. And then watching Tia, you know, and Booney, just what they did in their career. You know, 4-time national championship is extremely hard. And I don't think a lot of people kind of realize how hard that is, especially with our game now. So, you know, and Romo, just watching her, I remember watching her when I was younger as well. So it's kind of like a surreal moment having all these people surrounded by me, but also just learning the game more and, you know, just really realizing how normal they are. You know, they're humans at the end of the day and just the type of people they are.
All right, Shayla, thank you so much for the time and hanging with us while you're playing center field. Good stuff.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, take care. Shayla Lassiter, the rookie she's from Atmore, Alabama. First couple of years at Mississippi, finished up at LSU. Great story came out of the reserve pool, was not drafted, and here she is starting in the AUSL as a rookie. Garcia is on a bit of a roll here. She's struck out 3 straight before she got Jacopo to foul out to left field. Still looking for that elusive first win of the season. With the Bolts bringing out the big bats so far with that 5-1 lead. Pam Ward, Kenzie Fowler, and Nicole Mendez joining you on a beautiful night. Temperatures in the low 70s now in Chicago. Sun still out. Jackie Liss. First pitch from Kilfoyle. Finds the glove of Williams, who throws her out to start the 4th. Now, it's not unusual for Texas to score runs early in games. And again, they've only won 3 games all year, but the first through 3rd innings, they have outscored their opponents by 4 runs. The rest of the way, they have been outscored by 40. Huge difference. Heartbreaking late losses. They've lost 2 one-run games here. 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th.
Well, you're wondering if, you know, Chicago knows that information as well, and it's why they brought in Lexi Kilfoyle when they did. Saw that there were a lot of innings left in this ball game. Know the capability of their offense.
Deja Muli-Pola, slow roller. Agbayani's a really good second baseman. Tosses it over to Erickson for the 2nd out.
And the defense for Chicago really gets to show off when Lexi Kilfoyle is in the circle, because she constantly feeds them ground balls. You're going to get early action, late action. She's not a pitcher that is afraid to pitch contact. Yes, she can get her strikeouts with the best of them, but she can pound the strike zone. You're going to look down, zone down if you're a hitter, look drop, whether it's on the inside part of the plate or the outside part of the plate, but she is so confident in that pitch.
Leanne Good with the 3-run home run off departed starter Emily Kennedy in her last at bat. Chopper, Agbayani charges and throws her out. Just talked about it, Kenzie, and that's 3 ground balls. Quick.
Well, Michaela, you being a catcher, being able to be in this league, obviously your past rookie year, what has it been like facing these teams, especially now that they have home sites?
Absolutely, a lot of growth. I think we talk about the connection, the fan bases, what does that look like culture-wise, and we're getting that. I think about the crowd that we have here at Rosemont and what this means for the Bandits, and we're going to be going back to Del Diamond here shortly, and I can't wait to see all the Texas peeps coming through, because, man, do they love softball, and just it's amazing to have that representation here at the pro level.
In between the inning, we were talking about just the master of minds and what it takes to be a catcher, managing your pitchers. I notice oftentimes you go back and you're looking at the chart, you're talking to your pitchers. What are you looking for? What are you telling them?
I mean, always constantly being a student of the game. You know, you're never too good to learn more, right? So again, taking a back step, I got a little Game Boy thing that we're clicking on buttons and stuff, calling pitches, and I think we just take accountability to the next level. So being able to go back, check, learn, how can we be better? Was this sequence good? How are you feeling, right? All of those go into those moments that show up in the game. So just trying to, cross off every single box and do what we can.
Yeah, well, how about Rachel tonight? She has been phenomenal so far throughout this game.
Absolutely. I think Rach is just a dominant. Man, she is dominating out there right now, and I think she's just got that type of intimidation factor, and when RG is up on there, you got to come up there with a good plan as a hitter, and I think she's been able to effectively use her drop ball to her backdoor to her rise ball. We talk about all different speeds. She's got about 4, so it's just really, really tough to face all the way around, and I think about last year, calling pitches for her for the first time, catching her for the first time, having almost a little fear factor of my own. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm catching Rachel Garcia, I can't mess up, but that's the funny part. We grow from year 1 to year 2 for me, and just being able to work on those relationships and really earn respect.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Rachel Garcia is a legend in its own right, but I feel like all across this league, who else have you played against where you've gone, oh my gosh?
Oh. Man, there is just so many. I mean, I think about Tori Vidalis. I think about a bunch of girls that may skip over the generation that I played in college. I just have a lot of respect for, number one, their story, but also their story as veterans in this league and being a part of other different versions of professional softball, because perspective is everything. And I think that's what carries the torch. And, we talk about being trailblazers, and they've been a part of this from the get-go. So just amazing that I get to call these girls my fellow, co-workers in a way. I don't know. But it's super exciting. I'm blessed.
This is the best co-working job that you could ever get. Last question before I let you go, but talk about perspective from year 1 to year 2, how much AUSL has grown, what it's been like. You got to throw and catch a bullpen in Times Square. What was that all like, just seeing the growth?
It's insane. Representation's everything, you know what I mean? And to be able to grow the game and be a part of not only the inaugural season last year, but year 2, having those home bases. I said it earlier, the connection, the fan base, all of those things that kind of lead into the high moments of NCAA ball, right? And just being able to experience that on the professional level is super exciting, because this is only year 2, and there's power in that.
Yeah, well, thank you. You've been exciting to watch.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Nicole, and also to Michaela Edenfield. And she had been back-to-back singles, one that hit off the glove of Kelsey Stewart-Hunter at first, and then that blooper by Clements, and that brings in Aaliyah Binford, of course. Aaliyah Binford, who leads the league in appearances.
You're going to see her. If you're watching a Texas Volts game, you will see Aaliyah Binford in the circle. She has pitched in the last 6 games, for Texas. This will be 7 straight appearances, 13 overall coming into this game, which leads the league. No one has pitched more than Aaliyah Binford, and Texas loves her in this relief spot. Pam, I know Rachel just got pulled, but this could be a situation where it's a situational. They want to kind of have a little bit of a change-up in this game, meaning bringing in Aaliyah Binford, who's changing her zone. It's going to be about the drop ball, about the change-up. Rachel Garcia, that high velo, rise ball, curve ball. And we could absolutely see Rachel come back into this ball game. But if there's one thing I know about Texas, is they are not afraid to make their pitching changes, and they want to make sure that they don't have their starter face a lineup that's as dangerous as Chicago for the 3rd time in a row.
Rachel Garcia threw 78 pitches through those first 3 innings, plus 2 batters. Binford came in yesterday's game to relieve Nyjah Kennedy for 2/3 of an inning. Then Nyjah came back. Here's Agbayani, short ball specialist. Got speed on the bases with Dayton at 2nd and Clements at 1st. And Garcia responsible for both of them. Jennings trying to turn 2. They get 1. As Good's momentum took her across 2nd. That's the first out of the inning. And that turns the batting order over to the top, and Skylar Wallace.
And this is the hitter that is on a 17-game hit streak, dating to last year when the Bandits were in the championship series against the Talons. Doesn't have a hit yet. And I say yet, because of that 17-game hit streak. She's yet to prove me wrong.
2 quick strikes from Binford. Sammy Williams on deck. Sammy struck out twice against Garcia. I think Sammy might have been cheering when Rachel left. The lead steal, now a run down, trying to draw the throw. Agbayani gets back to first.
Well, there's not a ton of stealing at this level because of how elite our catchers are, but Chicago is the team that has the most stolen bases.
Wallace lifts it into the air and left, playable for Goodwin. The tag from Dayton. Both runners actually tagged. Dayton scores the second run of the game for Chicago.
And just executed to perfection. Skylar Wallace, she has all the power, can spray it all over the field, but she knows how much speed is on the bases between Bella Dayton and Ailana Agbayani at first base. So a productive out, a run across the board, and another runner into scoring position.
So a runner at second with 2 outs for Williams. Sammy with the walk-off 2-run home run in the 8th inning in game 1. And has not gotten a hit since. 3 of her last 4 at-bats, in fact, she has struck out, including both tonight against Garcia.
Both strikeouts were on the outer half. First strikeout was a curveball around 70 miles an hour. Second was an off-speed pitch.
Fielded in fair territory by Liss to retire Williams. 1 run coming in, but they got Williams to end the inning. Still, it's his Folds are keeping the Bandits to their lowest runs per game. Less than 3 runs per game in the games they have played against each other. Just 7 total in this 3-game series so far.
You just look at the difference, and I'm sure Texas, this was a talking point for them, even though they did lose the last couple of games. Like, we are right there where we want to be, and we're doing something that teams have not been able to do as of late against Chicago. This is a Chicago offense that has been putting up 10+ runs.
First 2 games of this series were both one-run games, including an 8th inning game 1. Mac Barbara leading things off. Chicago came in here on a 4-game winning streak. During that time, they scored 46 runs, which is a league record in any 4-game stretch. Good retires Barbara to start the 5th. And 3 of those 4 wins during the streak before they played Texas were run rule victories. That's how dominant they were. And here they are scratching for runs against the Bolts again.
It was such a good sign if you're a Chicago fan to see the Bandits win the last 2 games, win those pitchers' duels when it's coming down to those late innings. Walking it off in the 7th, the defensive catch from Jessica Clements to secure the win with 2 runners on for Texas. Like, that is the championship stuff that you want to make sure as a team we have the ability to win those type of ball games. Yes, it's fun to put up big numbers and have those run rule wins, but when it comes down to it, if you want to be in College Station, you're going to have to be able to win those close ball games.
Circle behind Binford, 0-2. Lifted foul on the 3rd baseline. Morgan has not gotten a hit yet in this series.
So if you're winning 2 games and you're taking care of the series, and a player like Morgan Zirkle, who is in the 4 spot, doesn't have a hit, it's weirdly a positive.
Waited on that off speed to fight it off on 0-2.
Because you know that she's going to get hot. Like, she is that good of a hitter. She could have been the hitter of the year a season ago. I thought it was kind of a toss-up between it was going to be her or Erin Koffel.
Zirkle hit .419 last year, had the most home runs. on this team. And has looked good at the plate tonight. Coffey had an RBI single her last time up, the last batter that starter Emily Kennedy faced. Kilfoyle has indeed been the ace for this team. Kat Sandercock also big contributions since coming back from overseas.
I'm talking to head coach for Chicago, Shonda Stanton, about the injection of players that they got at that midway point. You could just tell how excited she was to get a pitcher like Lexi Kilfoyle and Kat Sandercock and Emily Kennedy, Skylar Wallace. And she said going up to that point where they got those pieces back on their roster, they were just, as a goal, as a team, wanting to be at that 500 mark. If we were at that 500 mark and we got our pieces back, we thought that we were going to be in a good spot. And look what happened. 6-game win streak. They went from 5th in the standings to 2nd. And before that win streak, I didn't think anyone had a shot at catching Utah. Utah was just up there in that #1 spot in Sharpie. And if Texas can, or excuse me, if Chicago can continue to do what they've been doing, even if the result stays like it is right now, I mean, 6 games out of 7 games, who knows if they can catch Utah.
Full count to Coffey. Takes strike 3. She thought she had drawn the walk, but instead goes back to the dugout.
Lexi Kilfoyle, she's been perfect in relief. Strikeout, yes, a little bit up, but if it catches the corner, that's the key. So you see the late movement. It does seem like it's in the river, but if it's over that front corner of home plate, that is a strike.
Starts Goodwin off at the strike. Kilfoyle has retired all 9 batters that she has faced since coming on in the 3rd inning to relieve Kennedy. That's the first base runner to reach. Goodwin's going to get herself a 2-out double. First base runner to reach off Kilfoyle. Goodwin had an RBI triple earlier tonight, and now the double. And look who's up in the pen, Nyjah.
Love the youngster behind her. She's got her phone out. Hey, that was me when I was 10 watching Jenny Finch, even though I didn't have a phone. Okay.
No. Did you have a little camera, Instamatic or something?
No, I didn't really have much. That was later in high school. That's when you kind of got your first cell phone. But if I would have had a phone at 10.
Well, you know there were physical cameras at that point.
Yes.
Okay. You didn't have a physical camera.
I did not have a physical camera.
Just the one in your brain to totally and forever remember seeing Jenny Finch.
Yes, I was 10 when I was watching Jenny have her perfect season in Tucson. And if I had a phone, it would have been locked in on Jenny. So I get it. Like, I was that youngster too, long time ago.
Jackie Liss trying to get another run home. And you mentioned the standings. The Bandits are 2.5 games behind the Talons right now, and they close against Utah in a 2-game series here to end the regular season, so that could mean a lot. But right now they have to come back against Texas. Kilfoyle had to gather and did it just in time to get Liss and retire. Binford has fallen behind, 3-1. After a 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. Inside called for a strike to fill up the count.
Chicago has such a unique lineup where they have 7 out of 9 left-handed batters.
There's a leadoff walk. Nope, it's a hit by pitch.
And so that can be very uncomfortable for right-handed pitchers. And starting in this spot with Jocelyn Erickson leading off this inning, it's 5 in a row. Here they come. And these lefties are all doing it in different ways. So Jocelyn Erickson, more of your average hitter, will spray it all over the field, has some home run pop. And then here come the small ballers, the triple threats who put so much pressure on the defense. Bella Dayton, Jessica Clemens, Ilana Agbayani. So yes, you're at the bottom of the lineup, but it's uncomfortable.
So Bree Copeland runs for Jocelyn Erickson over there at first. Erickson not hit by a pitch. That has been changed to a walk, surrendered by Binford. But yeah, so many lefties for the Bandits, and then Texas is on the other side of the coin. They have 3 in the lineup tonight. Chick at 4, which for them is a lot. Game 1, they only had 2 lefties in the lineup. Hayden Singleton scored her last time up. She's going to use her wheels to beat that out. A wide turn by Copeland almost cost her. That would have been a big whoopsie. You don't want that. Down 3 runs.
Looks like there's some moves that are going to be made here. Maybe just a little defensive strategy.
And we are going to bring in now Kat Osterman, the general manager for the Texas Volts, who joins us in another chair chat. Kat, thanks for doing this. And of course, you bring the beauty.
That's who everyone wants to see anyways, so we're good.
Fantastic curls. Your team has come alive here offensively tonight. What have you seen that you like from your batters?
Well, really, I think counting tonight, the last 4 games, we really have just played at a different level. And while we had 3 heartbreakers, they've stayed in it. And you can just start to see, you know, we had a lot of young ones. We had a lot of adversity earlier as far as filling the roster spots. You know, I think we talked about it. Obviously, you don't really replace Amanda Lorenz, and then we had some injuries, and so the young ones are just really starting to settle in, and it's been off their energy.
Does JC know that she's on camera right now?
She might, or she just might be showing off because that's her.
No, she knows. Look at her. She's like hamming it up. Can she see herself?
I think she is. I think she's looking down at the TV here.
What is it like for you as a mom, as a GM? You know, you're such a huge part of this league, and we see JC with you every step of the way. How are you balancing that?
Yeah, this summer was a little different. My husband had to recruit a little bit more. He's a college golf coach, so this feral child does not run well at a golf course, but you know, it's been fun to have her. The players love her. Obviously, she's familiar with Coach Woodard and the staff, but it's just been fun to be able to bring her along and have everyone see that, you know, you can work, you can do the job, you can be a mom, and obviously she loves the ballpark.
Well, does she have any favorites, you know, on your team? She's around them so much. She's growing up with them.
Yeah, so she knows Leanne because obviously the Texas connection, but I will say Jaden Goodwin in left field has taught this one a couple sayings that she keeps piping up and piping off to mom, that she learned them from Shorty. She calls her my sister, so you'll hear her say I love you sister to Jaden Goodwin. So that's kind of been her her best friend so far, and then you'll see her run around with Jayla Lassiter and Danica as well.
Do you think softball is in her future? Like, what do you think?
Right now, it's anything and everything. She'll grab a bat, she'll throw a ball, but she also likes to shoot basketballs and pretend like she's playing volleyball. So we'll let her decide. I'm not going to push her one way or another. I won't be opposed if we decide to go inside.
That's so real.
But I will say, if she chooses softball, I will not push her to pitching. She sits in a squat a lot, so she might be on the reverse end of that and end up being a catcher, in which case I'll hand her off to Auntie Megan Willis and say, here, you can teach her all the trades.
Well, there you go. Kat, I do want to ask you about the top-selling jerseys. Those came out today, the top 10, and I was looking at them, and 4 of them are Volts players. What do you think that says about your team and maybe your fan base?
Well, you know, 1, I think we have an incredible fan base, not just in Texas, but around the country. But 2, you know, there are some players that we have that, while we haven't probably tapped into their full potential as pros, it's in there because they were, oops, someone wants down. sit. You know, they were obviously highly talented and well accomplished in college. So it's fun to see, because I think that's the other part of the pro game, is we have to be able to connect with college fans. And when you see that and that many jerseys being sold, it means that college fans are still following them. And that was, I think, a big gap that we had to try to mend from past pro leagues to now.
Okay, Kat, just things are getting interesting on the field. Just one more question. It was good to see Nyjah yesterday. Seemed to be the best outing so far for her, so she's coming along.
Yeah, Nyjah's coming along really well. Her and Josh Trevino have been working a lot, and you can just tell she's starting to get more and more comfortable there in the circle with the small tweaks that they've made. And I think the big thing, she's used to a lot of strikeouts. I had to kind of, same thing I told her in my first outing, hey, you're not going to have a lot of strikeouts as a rookie. Go get outs any which way they look like, and then let's call that a win. But she looked the best she has yesterday, and just really being able to command her pitches well, locate well, use the off speed enough. And so it was exciting to see, because she's been working really, really hard at it, and she wants to be able to be dominant here in the pro game just like she was in college.
Yes, we look forward to that. Thank you so much for your time, and also to your little girl there.
And thank you very much. You wave.
Any last words from JC?
There you go. That's a pro.
So cute.
Thanks, Kat.
Thank you.
So meanwhile, things are happening on the field. 1 run is in, and 2-run single for Agbayani. And now Skylar Wallace, as Ali Carta has come in, the third pitcher for Texas. Texas, a team that Kat alluded to has some heartbreaking losses, some late losses. It's just a 1-run game now. But the 1 through 5 hitter for the Bandits tonight, a combined 0 for 12 with 5 strikeouts, including Wallace and Williams, their 2 best hitters. Carter loads the bases with the walk for Sammy Williams.
And Skylar Wallace turning to the crowd and getting them on their feet. Let's make some noise. We want this ball game. We want this sweep. No outs. The bottom of the lineup, I talked about how dangerous this bottom of the lineup is, setting it up for this moment. This is the best hitter in the league.
Sammy looking for her first hit since game 1 of this series. Base is loaded, nobody out. Williams into right field, playable for Boone. The tag at third. Actually, all 3 runners able to tag and advance. Clement scores to tie the game.
Third pitching change for Texas. Rachel Garcia starting this ball game. Texas then going to Aaliyah Binford in the 4th, their go-to reliever. Now we're seeing Ali Carta in the toughest spot of this ball game. This
third innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, just 1 of them earned. That's one thing. Texas has given up quite a few unearned runs this year. And she comes in here in a sticky situation.
And you can see Tiare Jennings, she's talking to the rookie, giving her a little confidence. Ball game. This 2 on, 1 out, tie ball game. Everyone's watching.
Still the heart of the lineup, number 3 hitter Mac Barbara. Wallace over at second. Agbayani at third. Barbara first pitch, sends it skyward. Goodwin camps under it. Agbayani with the tie, and the Bandits take the lead.
This crowd's been waiting a little bit longer than maybe what they're used to for this offense, but finally a really big inning for them to cheer about. And you can tell that Chicago right now celebrating the little wins. It's the little things in this inning. A leadoff walk that comes around to score, 2 sacked flies, aggressive base running. Skylar Wallace, an electric walk that got the momentum going.
And now Zirko with the executed to perfection. The squeeze that gets Wallace in with the 7th run.
This is old school softball. Sign me up. And you can tell the collective energy that is coming out of this dugout for Chicago. They are all dialed in on the game plan. They know exactly what is coming, and you can see the speed of Morgan Zirkle. By the time Nyjah Kennedy is fielding that ball, she is more than halfway to first base. She saw an opening and she said, I'll take it.
The Bandits have 4 hits in this inning, all of them singles, and only one of them came close to leaving the infield. Jacopo, the 9th Bandit to come to the plate in the 6th. A 5-run 6th inning. The Bandits' largest comeback victory this season was 2 runs. They were down 4 runs in this one, 5-1 coming into this inning. 5-1 going into the 4th, pardon me. That's a wild pitch that enabled Zirkle to get to second. Jacopo caught looking, but what an inning for the Bandits as they plate 5 to take the lead. And now Texas is 3 outs away from losing their 8th straight game, just when it seemed like they were in good shape up heading to the bottom of the 6th. To take the lead, Lexi Kilfoyle has been great in relief, giving up just 1 hit since coming in to close out the 3rd inning.
I just want to know, how did Mac Barbara know it would be 5 runs?
Yeah, she was right.
Like, I don't know what inning she recorded that, but the fact that she said 5 runs, that's, I want her to predict some more future events, because she was right on.
There's Mac contributing in that 5-run inning with a sac fly RBI off Nyjah. Deja Mulipola leading things off. Clements chases and makes another incredible catch. She did it to close out the game yesterday and does it to start off the 7th inning tonight.
Incredible. Wow. We saw the bobbled catch yesterday to close that one out. There is no bobble on this one. This one is clean. Clip it, put it back up there. There was a little bit of a discourse online. Was it a catch? Was it not a catch? That's a catch right there. What a huge out to start this inning.
Amazing defense. And that's one reason why the Bandits have been on this tear. Got Dayton in left, Zirkle in center, and Clemens making those plays out in right. Williams and Wallace, and before that, Koffel on the left side of the infield. Agbayani at second. It just goes on and on.
And do you know how much confidence that gives you when you're in the circle? Like, you feel unstoppable. I could throw it down the heart of the plate, and my defense is going to make a play.
Agbayani so good at second, and Kilfoyle loving the work from Clemens. Leanne Good, 3-run home run her first time up. Grounded out after. This is the 2nd time she has faced Kilfoyle. Emily Kennedy started the game, but Kilfoyle in position to pick up the win. Agbayani very nicely to her left. 2 away. Let's go back to last night's game ender.
The game was on the line. Texas had 2 outs and 2 runners on. If this ball drops, they could potentially take the lead, maybe get a win. But Jessica Clements was all over it, the hustle, and just the fact that she doubled it up and had another electric catch, Sports Center top 10. Give me all of the Jessica Clements highlights out in right field. I thought she had no chance at this.
Yeah.
Kilfoyle loving it. She said, yes, Jess.
Lassiter, the last chance. Taylor 1 hit this weekend. That came yesterday. Kilfoyle 1 strike away. Kilfoyle can end it, and does it. What a comeback. Biggest comeback win of the season for the Bandits, a 5-run 6th inning.
All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching and supporting the channel. For those subscribers who have already seen and made the move to receive your free gift for liking and subscribing to support our channel, feel free to click to skip and begin watching the next great video. And so to get the free gift that we mentioned it to you, which is your selection of one of these 21 fantastic digital guides or manuals shown on the screen. And I have personally reviewed several of them just to get an idea of whether they are quality or just fluff. And I tell you guys, they really have gone the distance and made each of them relevant, useful, valuable information on all these different subjects, and some of them are nearly 35 pages long and packed with truths, proven, tested techniques, and advice. And you will see for yourself that $19 to $27 really is a fair value range for the one you will select for free. And so we need you to simply follow these simple steps. Click the like button on this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure the subscribe or follow button is clicked now, or some of you clicked it earlier, that's fine. And then in the comments section, simply type the word GIFT, 4 letters, G-I-F-T, and once you've done that, you can click the link in the bio or description, or you can type the link and go to gift.3z3.me. Oh, that's G-I-F-T dot, the number 3, the letter Z, and the number 3.me. That's gift.3z3.me. And this free gift is being provided today by the sponsor of this video, AIContentCreator.app, and click on the link, you'll be taken to the site, and there will be a blue button that is highlighted there for you. And the way it works is very simple. They support our channel and provide for you this free gift when you like, subscribe, or follow and type GIFT in the comments, which helps our channel with the algorithms. And then their hope is that you will see something you like, or you will fall in love with any of their products and services that you see there, and also because they're having a super 80% off promotion right now. Again, no purchase required and no hoops to jump through. Their AI bot will simply verify that you actually did perform the like, the subscribe, or follow to our channel, and that you type the word GIFT in the comments. And if you like anything you see there, they will in turn provide a small commission to us to help support our channel. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you at another video on our channel. And always remember, whether it's a basketball game that's tight until the end, a great tennis match comeback, an overtime win, or exciting ending in football, a boxing match against all odds, a track runner who fell but never gave up to get the win, an amazing goal kick in soccer, just know and rest assured that we keep a sharp eye focused on finding for you only the sports highlights that are competitions, games, or battles among the best of the day, week, or beyond. So, if you find it on our channel, you know it's HWW approved, because you can be sure that it's a highlight worth watching. See you next time, and God bless.